Hey everybody, this is Jan from the Tricky Tracks team. Welcome to a new devlog video. I know it's been a while and I'm quite sure most of you guys already know why we can't keep up a steady flow of devlog videos, and that is of course because we are working next to our full-time jobs on our game, on Tricky Tracks. And yeah, sometimes it gets a little bit hard to keep everything up to date, to develop, to do the marketing stuff. But if you want to stay updated, please join our Discord and follow us on Twitter, because these platforms are updated regularly, more regularly, because we can do quick updates, write a little text, hey, we updated this, hey, this bug is fixed. And doing a whole new video is a bit of work, to be honest. And yeah, as I said, it can be hard to keep a steady flow of devlogs. We will try to do it a bit more frequently, but I can't make promises at this point. By the way, it's a few days after Christmas, and I hope you had great holidays, great Christmas, or just had a few wonderful days. So before we jump right into the game, I want to say a thing about our illustration. The illustration, the graphic I talked about in a previous devlog, because this graphic is now finished, completely finished, 100%, and we are already using it on our different platforms, Steam, Twitter, you name it. And we are very, very happy to have this final image now. It's looking great. And I wanted to mention this on this devlog here. So shoutouts to Gentleland at this point again, because it was very nice to work with them. And they also send us a making of, a work in progress, which I might cut into this video right now. And moreover, I'm going to put it at the end of the video, so you might have a little insight on how the graphic was developed, was made. Alright, so now let's jump right into the engine. I'm going to show you what is new. There are a lot of things we updated, we done new since the last update. And this might get a long video, but we have time, but I try to keep it short. And if you want to know more on certain things, please let us know. Write in the comments or head over to Discord and give us a shout out and say, hey, I want to know more about how you're doing the networking stuff and things like that. Okay, I'm gonna guide you through the different scenes, from starting with the launch and intro scene, what is new, what we implemented and what might have changed, just to give you a complete overlook on the current state of Tricky Tracks. And yeah, so basically you're able to see that we are actually working on the game still, working very hard on it, to wrap it up in this devlog. Actually, I forgot to show you a very important thing before we jump into the game engine and I show you everything what is new. And that is very big news. Tricky Tracks is now completely playable via Steam. No downloading from our website, which I understand is very uncomfortable for many persons. So you now can join our Tricky Tracks Early Access playtest version. You just have to click on Request Access on the Steam page of Tricky Tracks, and you automatically can play the game in the current alpha state. Of course, this state will end at a certain point. It will be free forever. The current alpha playtest version will be free for everyone, so you can have a look at Tricky Tracks, what it's about, is it fun, do I want to play it? And from here on, we keep developing. This is the early access state, which will cost money later on. But for now, you can just open your Steam and get Tricky Tracks and give it a try. And if you need some players, join our Discord and ask for, hey, I want to play, I want to test, is anyone ready? And I'm sure there will be some people to play with you. Okay, I wanted to say that is very important. Tricky Tracks Early Access, open alpha, so to speak. And now, finally, let's head into the engine and have a look at the current state of Tricky Tracks. All right, so here we are in Tricky Tracks, having a look at the main menu, having a look at the intro scene. And as you can see, I don't know what your last status was, your last update. As you can see, a lot of things have changed. Let us start with the new profile controller on the lower left here. And as you can see, we already have some stuff happening in the background. And this is because Tricky Tracks is now directly connected to your Steam account. Of course, you have to start Steam. You have to start Steam and download Tricky Tracks and download the current alpha playtest version. And the good thing about that is it is still using the old launcher, which you might already know. So the launcher still does care about new updates and stuff, because if we use the built-in update system from Steam, we have to deploy a version every time, and it has to be reviewed, and it might not be as comfortable as when we use our own launcher. So you are used to our Tricky Tracks launcher, you just start it, it looks for the newest patch, and we can compress them very efficiently so that you have to download only a very small fraction of the new version, and which basically only represents the changes that are made, and I don't know, maybe a couple of 100 megabytes instead of the complete new game, which is in most cases the same. If I fix a bug, I can, for example, only fix one line of code, and you don't have to download, I don't know, 1.5 gigabyte of files. So that's for the launcher, just so you know we are still using it. But coming back to the profile, we can actually open it, and now you see where Tricky Tracks is going with offering your profile, giving you some statistics, but not to mix things up. This is only the profile. There will be some statistics, there will be a statistics overview, but we already have some nice to know things on your profile. First of all, you can see your own Steam avatar. Of course, you can also see your name, which is basically coming from your Steam account. You can choose your own avatar here. Let us say I'll choose Gaston with back pain. Then I have this avatar, or I can just say I'll choose it from Steam. Give me my Steam avatar. By the way, this is as you might already have noticed in the lower left corner, this is alpha footage. Not everything is working, but I'll explain it to you as if it was already done, or which intention we have behind the different elements, which might seem buggy or not really done, but you will get the idea behind it. All right, so as I said, you already see the most important statistics on this profile image. You see how many matches have I played, how many wins, how many losses, win-lose ratio, always good to know. You see also what favorite heroes you used to play, or you are used to play. This is obviously not working, but let's say you play Benedict a lot. Benedict is the cucumber here in the background, or you play as Gaston, Seeker team very often. And if you do so, you will see their avatars here and some statistics on how much time you spend while playing Benedict or Gaston or any other hero. Some hero based achievements which are represented by this little icons here, unicorn and whatsoever, just to have some placeholders. And you also can see your most recent trophies. Yeah, we plan to implement trophies or achievements as you know them from Steam, no problem. And they are listed here, the most important, most recent trophies, just to give you some hint or nice to have things, so you can see, hey, yeah, I just finished the, I don't know, catch 100 runners trophy. Yeah, nice. And so you can see them here. Of course, as I said, there will be a statistics overview where you can see all your different statistics. A little bit like you already can see on our website, playtrickytracks.com. There you can see how much time you spend in a hide prop, how much runners did you catch, and so on and so on. Because having statistics in a somehow competitive game is always fun, I think. It's always nice to have these little insights and to show them in an interesting way inside the game. On the right side, you also see XP, experience points, level, and printies. Some of you guys may already know what this means. That means you are watching our streams over on Twitch. And of course, Tricky Tracks will have a experience level system. By the way, music should be playing in the background. I hope it's not too loud. Let me have a quick Yeah, it should sound okay. Sorry about that. It will have an experience system, and you can level up your account. You can't level up different heroes. So, for example, let's say you can't level up Benedict as himself, or Gaston, but you can level up your game account. I can level up my Light Yarn account. I will gain experience points, and I can spend them on improving, let's say, some skills. I'll show you some skills later on in the gameplay part of this video. But let's just say you can spend your experience points and you still level up. Of course, that is important for matchmaking later on, and so on. You know the deal, I think. Printies are very interesting. If you want to know more about printies, give us a shout. I can say as much as Tricky Tracks won't be pay to win, but you have certain possibilities to earn printies. It's kind of a in-game currency, which you basically can earn if you watch our streams. Yeah, we plan to implement a system that you can spend your Steam points, or I don't know, what are they called? You know, the things, the currency you earn when you watch a streamer. You can transport these printies. They are printies. They are called printies there as well, over to our Tricky Track server or into your game, and use them, I don't know, to buy customization. Let's say you want a nice hat for Benedict. Cucumber with a hat. Looks very nice, I think. And you can spend your money, your currency, your printies on buying this customization. There will never be a point where you can buy things for real money or printies that will give you an advantage for actual gameplay. No pay to win. We're not Diablo 4. Let's continue. Okay, that is our profile, and I think you can already see that we worked hard on the GUI, and user experience, so GUI UX, which was very important for me, because Tricky Tracks all in all started to look very nice. I think it started to look interesting. It made you want to see more, and it has a great look, but our interface was a bit ugly, I have to say. And I'm quite happy that we found the correct balance now, while still keeping it minimalistic, not too stylized, because I like this way of how our menus look, how icons look. They are very easy to understand, very easy to read. You know them from almost every app you're using on your smartphone. It's minimalistic, it's stylish. Yeah, it's very intuitive. Oh, by the way, you already see this little overview here on the lower left side. And this is your runner-seeker distribution. Again, a bit of statistics here, which shows me, Light Yarn here, that I'm playing almost 60% as a runner and 40% as a seeker. Again, nice little details. I like this insight. I like to have statistics. You know these buttons here on the top: Discord, Twitter, YouTube, website, no problem. And we currently try to implement this GUI, this look, to every window, to every menu we have. So of course our options also support these looks, are also made in this look. This is a bit old here. This is the new slider. We have to update this. Our controls are a little bit more intuitive now, and a little more better looking. But at least it is kind of in the style we want to have in the final version. This is our GUI now. Of course, there's always room for improvement, but I think we are quite happy now with this option. Yeah, by the way, this is the old style, and I think we all agree on that the new style is looking better. Nevertheless, this will be ported to the new style as well. Right. If you have any questions, if you have some comments, yeah, just leave them down below in the comments and just write us your thoughts and we are happy to answer you. Okay, single player. Yeah, when you download the game, this button will be grayed out. It's not because I'm showing you all the new stuff in the editor right now. Now let's get to the interesting stuff. I hope the GUI stuff was interesting as well. Of course, we want to start a multiplayer session. So yeah, you create a new session and then we have our create session window, which I like very much now. The old version was not intuitive, it was ugly, and it's not. It was not very good. This version I like very much. I tend to make these little sections a bit smaller, so you see more maps on one slide. Of course, then there needs to be a overlay or some hover effect that when you hover over an image, you can actually see how the map looks, and it needs a little bit of tweaking, but I'm very, very happy with the new create session window. You will be able to see more information here. Of course, these are placeholders. Maybe you can even say this is my favorite map, and this will be sorted to the beginning of this slider. Things that are now possible, and yeah, make the whole menu more intuitive. So yeah, let's start with the iconic kitchen map, the one you see in the background here, and the one, of course, which is about our most loved heroes, Benedict and Gaston. A cozy sunlit kitchen full of delicious fruits and veggies. The chef is going to prepare a yummy dinner, or is he? Moreover, we implemented tons of bug fixes and little things you don't really notice, but are working under the hood and overall give you a better game experience. Like the chat messages are improved, they are more readable. If a player joins or disconnects, this window wobbles a little bit, and overall it's more juicy. It's making more fun to play the game even if you are in the menu. Okay, we first start as Benedict, I would say. Please don't mind the blue flashes. Unity compiles and prepares shader in the background if you are in the editor. This will not happen in the during runtime with the final product. Okay, you know the drill. Well, wait time 0 seconds, and the sound should be okay. Yeah, you should hear some music, and I'll show you what's new inside during gameplay. And because we are in the editor, that's another improvement, I can cheat. So now we have all skills available. Yeah, and I'll explain a bit in very short words if you don't know what is Tricky Tracks all about. Tricky Tracks is about running away as a runner and chasing the runners as a seeker. Right now I am a runner and I'm playing as a cucumber named Benedict. All our characters are heroes, actually. They have names, they have a lore, they have backstories. And Benedict is a cucumber that is trying to run away in this kitchen. And Gaston, a chef, the seeker, tries to chase him, tries to make a delicious salad out of him. And you want to avoid that. The problem is, as a runner, you leave footprints, as you can see here. But it's not only a problem. You can use this handicap to actually try to bamboozle, to confuse the other team. And right now I fell down here, which you avoid all. You want to avoid this. Every team has skills to make gameplay more interesting, to use them as distraction, or to catch the runners more easily. For example, as a runner, as Benedict here, I have the opportunity, I have the skill to rewind. So right now I rewinded back 5 seconds in time to the position I have been 5 seconds before. And this is a very, very powerful skill. It's not only useful if you get chased, it's also very useful if you want to distract your chasers. So, for example, I can rewind and go a different direction. And now I made a junction with my footprints, with my track, and yeah, basically halved the chance to get caught. Another skill which is as important as rewinding when it comes to distraction is leaving a fake track. So I can walk my tracks back, leave a fake track here, and then go in the opposite direction. And I basically made another junction which lowers the chances that I get caught. And the third skill is a hide skill. I can hide in different props. Of course, you have to care about your footprints, because right now everyone would know that I'm hiding in this tomato. And it can be very, very important, or it is very important to use this skill to survive. Yeah. And that is basically your main goal. Survive until the remaining time reaches 0. Of course, remaining time can be set up, I don't know, to 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on your needs or what you want to play. And yeah, basically as you wish. Of course, you have stamina, so when I'm jump around, I can't jump forever. That would be a little bit imbalanced. So now I can't jump anymore. I need to regain some stamina. And I can jump again. Same for the seekers, of course. But it's a little bit different. Runners are more nimble and more fast, but have a lower max stamina than seekers. Seekers are a little bit more slow, a little slowly, but actually they have more stamina, so they can run longer and keep chasing you. All right. Overall, we worked on the graphics. We constantly tried to bake light and constantly try to find a good balance between file size, because more detailed light maps mean more file size, and visual quality. I'm not very pleased with the visual quality right now, because right now the shadows are very blurry. We need to bake light again here, I think. But that's okay. It only takes about 30 hours or so. No. If you tweak it, if you do it the right way, it's actually quite fast. Okay, so now we can disconnect and join as Gaston. So here I am now as Gaston and starting the round. And you will notice that I start inside a microwave. And in the beginning of each round, every seeker will start in an enclosed space. And that is because they need to be blocked, like playing hide and seek and going like 1, 2, 3, I can't see you, here I come. And this is represented by, on this map being in the microwave. And when the wait time is over, 10 seconds, the microwave will open and you are free to hunt every runner you see. Of course, it's not always a microwave on every map. Sometimes it's a container on the industrial map, or it is a hallway with gates on the old London map. All right, used my cheat here to immediately load up every skill. And now let's have a look at the seeker skills. Of course, I need to chase every runner here on this map. And I have different abilities that can help me. For example, I can prevent that a runner is hiding in a hide prop by using a trap. If I look at this hide prop and now use my trap, you can see that it's kind of poisonous. It's a very good indicator, which of course is only seen by the seeker team. And if a runner now enters this hide prop, first of all, he can't hide, and second, his position will be revealed on the compass you see on the top of the screen. Same is for this little gun here. I can shoot markers with this gun. It's a marker gun, it's the seeker marker gun. Sorry if the sound effects are a bit loud. And if you hit a runner with this marker, it sticks to the runner for a certain amount of time, and it will reveal its position or his position for the next seconds, and this position will also be revealed on the compass on top. And last but not least, the most powerful skill of every seeker is the worldwide map-wide scan. I can do this scan, and it wanders around every corner of the map and reveals every runner except runners that are hidden inside a prop. If a runner manages to hide in a prop when he sees, oh shoot, someone triggered the scan because the red circle is actually wandering towards him, like this, he can quickly hide in a hide prop and won't be revealed. And these are the skills I mentioned when I was talking about updating your skills, upgrading your skills using experience points. For example, let's imagine you want a better marker gun. Right now, the marker sticks to a runner for around, I would say, 25 seconds. And you can use your experience points to level up the skill. Let's say so the marker sticks to the runner for 30 seconds or even longer. Or let's say you can use your hide prop trap to place a trap, I don't know, in every hide prop in a certain radius. So every skill will have the opportunity to be leveled up, to be more efficient, to be more powerful, stuff like that. It will be very exciting to see what you are using your experience points on in order to have more advantage over the opposing team. And also, of course, for the runners, because let's say you want to lay a fake track and it's only, 5 meters in front of you, but then it is 10 meters. It makes a curve, so it's more believable that it is an actual track and not a fake one, and so on and so on. Of course, we are constantly working on improving these concepts, not only the gameplay itself, but improving our ideas about stuff. And that is why Discord is so helpful, because we can ask you things. Hey guys, do you think this is a good improvement for skill A or B? What do you think about leveling up this and that skill? Do you have an idea? And stuff like that. Yeah. Another very important thing is, and let me try to show you in game here. We actually managed to implement staying inside a session. We not only managed to implement it, but I managed to make it usable, to fix all the bugs it has, or it had. And now you see what is happening if the Seeker team is winning. This is the end screen, the round over screen you see when, the round is over, and you can have a look at statistics, who caught who. Right now, I caught no one because there were no players. In the background, you see a little, victory scene, which is different if Seeker or Runner team is winning. Or at least we try to keep it a little bit different, that you also have a visual feedback about which team did win. And we plan to implement more statistics. We plan to implement not only the catch list, got caught by, we also try or plan to implement statistics like, hey, you caught 2 runners. This means you earned 500 experience points. You got away from a Seeker that did chase you. This gains you another 500 experience points and stuff like that. So you actually see your progression, you see the things that give you experience points. And this will also happen in the middle here. And it's basically a slide that will slide through. And if everyone is ready, you have to click on stay. Right now it's only me. Start the next round. And unfortunately, there were not enough players to restart the session. You get the deal. Right now, there are not enough players because it's only me showing you what's new. But if you have your friends together, you want to start a new round, you don't have to go into the lobby, make a new session every time. This is such a big improvement regarding quality of life things. You can just stay inside the session, keep playing over and over again. And we do want to implement a map change. Because right now, if you want to change a map, yeah, you have to go to the lobby, open a different session with this map. We plan on having a map change. So yeah, this was a quick overview about what Tricky Tracks is about in the current state. And you might see a direction where we want to go with this. Because for us it's important that we can develop you a version that is playable, bug-free mostly, and which is fun. Right now we try to polish what we have, not to implement new stuff, new map, new features, because of course this will be in the game, this will be implemented, but right now where you can download Tricky Tracks via Steam, no hurdles anymore, you can just go on the store page, click on request playtest access and just continue playing. We want to give you, already at this stage, a great experience. We want you to have fun with this version, even though it's only about 3 maps. But playing these 3 maps should bring you fun and excitement, and should be so good that you want to see more. And I hope we can achieve this, or we already achieved it. That would be so nice. And that is why we are polishing the things we have right now. For the future, of course, there will be lots of different things. If you want to have an insight on what we are planning, head over to our Trello. There we keep our ideas, concept ideas, map ideas, and new features that we want to implement. You also can have a look at what we are working right now. We are trying to update our Trello frequently, so you actually see what we are working on. Or you can just join our development streams over at Twitch and ask any questions and get direct answer and get direct insight into the development. Okay, I hope I could wrap everything up that is new in Tricky Tracks. As I said, lots and lots of things are working under the hood, bug fixes, quality of life things that should make your gameplay even more fun, even more exciting. And it would be so nice if you play the game and give us some feedback if we actually could achieve this, if you have fun, if you are excited, or if you are not. Please give us feedback. What is missing, what is not okay for you, and to give this feedback, please join our Discord or hook us up on Twitter, write us a message on YouTube. Basically, just tell us what you enjoy or what you did not enjoy. That would be so great, and thanks for that. Before we end this video here, one very important thing which happened just yesterday. Tricky Tracks finally has its own category on Twitch. So if you are creating any content on Twitch, you can choose Tricky Tracks as your category or game, and help Tricky Tracks getting more attention on Twitch by choosing this category. Would be awesome if you do so. We will certainly do this for our playtest sessions. By the way, if you don't know about our playtest sessions, right now we have playtest sessions on a 2-week basis. So every second week we are doing open public playtest sessions where we are playing with you basically to find new bugs, to get feedback directly while playing with you, and yet to have the opportunity to play with you guys to get direct feedback and so on and so on. So if you're interested in that, again, please join our Discord and follow the event there. We also announce this on our Steam page. So if you need any information, Steam, Discord, Twitter, you name it, no problem. Okay guys, as I said, this is the current state Tricky Tracks is in now. I hope this video was entertaining and interesting, and I would love to see you in game or on our Discord or in the next video. Thank you so much for all your support. It's very much appreciated. Have a great New Year's Eve, and yeah, we would be happy to see you again. Bye bye.